Hey T Squad, it's me Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 4, Episode 7 review. Baby, we're back on track. Another A plus episode. Last week I gave it like a B, but this week we are back. The Salt Lake City girls are clocking in, and I'm so excited about it because this is a stellar season. This and Season 2 are by far their best seasons of this show. But let's get into the episode. So Angie has a bunny rabbit impersonator go to all the girls and give them invites to her Greek Easter event that she's going to have at her home. Whitney has dinner out with her husband Justin and complains about him not helping her around the house. She tells us about this scenario where she was cooking bacon, trying to help their daughter with like schoolwork and doing this and doing that. And he was just sitting on the couch on his phone, not even thinking to help her. So she says that, she doesn't always want to bring it up so she won't be like nagging about it. But this is something that's really bothering her and hurting her. So Justin was like, just like I don't want to be the one to always initiate. And I was like, oh, so y'all not doing the Uchi Wally Wally Uchi Bang Bang like y'all was a few seasons ago when y'all was on camera painting each other naked and got that man fired from that job. You better get back to painting. So, Whitney was like, women have to connect to open up to sex. I'm not in a good space. I'm creeping back to a sad and lonely place. And to see your wedding ring in the drawer makes me sad. And she tears up. And I'm wondering, like, it seems like to me, this probably all started when that man lost his job because of that scene that they filmed on the show when they were painting each other naked and being very kind of like risque and raunchy on camera. She literally was on all fours and he was behind her in the doggy style position and smacked her butt. So yeah, so maybe there's some resentment there because of that. Maybe with him being out of work for that long, it put tension on them because she was the main breadwinner. I don't know, but they got some issues going on over there in that household. And Whitney just gets on my nerves, period. So even when she probably does have valid points about her being overwhelmed and, having to do everything on her own, like, I feel sorry for her to an extent, but then I remember how messy she is and I just cannot. So after that, we see Lisa and Angie go candle making. And one of the little girls that work at the candle making shop was like, oh my God, are you Jack Barlow's mom? I'm his friend. And Lisa was like, did you know he was going on a mission? She was like, yeah, I did. And Lisa was like, did you know before me? She was like, yeah, I did. Baby, so Jack done told everybody before he told you. And once again, it further reiterates to me that Jack has some issues with his mama. Like, I think it's because Lisa's so self-absorbed. I think that they got some mother-son issues there between them two. I don't feel like he probably feels like she's as clocked in as a mom as she should be or as she claims to be. So, Angie tells her that she invited Monica to the Easter event. And Lisa was like fluttering her eyes like, system overload. Oh my God. Oh my God. And so Lisa was like, I'm trying to move forward with Meredith, but I hate what she did. Meredith alluded to the fact that she knew something, but I think with Monica taking it to the next level, one's not worse than the other. They're just as bad. Monica's the guy. Monica's said that, there's guys bragging about hooking up with Sean like it was no big deal. She made it seem like she knew the source, which I'm now like, you're doubling down on this. So she started off with Meredith only to weasel her way into making Monica the bad guy and to plant seeds in Angie's head to now have an issue with Monica because Lisa still ain't over that argument they had in the Sprinter van when they was in Palm Springs and how Monica was eating her up. She still ain't got over that, will not get over that, honey, at all, because Monica was speaking the truth. So Angie head is already getting the wheels are turning in her head like, maybe she's right. Maybe I should have an issue with her. Or maybe I should have an issue with her for the camera. Like, you could tell like the wheels in her head was turning. But I was like, this is exactly what I pointed out a few episodes ago. Whitney set you up, Monica, to be the fall guy for this whole situation. She set you up, girl. She was the one that put the battery in your back to reveal what you'd heard about this girl's husband. Like I said a few weeks ago, Whitney probably already knew the rumors and just tried to play dumb to get Monica to say it on camera when she was the one that was like, we need to go and tell her. We need to do that. No, we don't need to do nothing. This is your thing. This is what you had questions about and things that you felt like needed to be discussed. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with me, Miss Girl. But see, Monica took the bait and fell for it, unfortunately. And now she's taking the fall for just saying what this rumor was, when really Whitney is the one that started all of this ruckus. But her hands is clean because she was the one that didn't technically say it on camera. You heifer, you. But I gotta give it to Whitney. No matter how much I dislike her, she's clocking into work, honey, and she's pushing storylines and beef and drama forward. She's doing it. Gotta give it to her. So, Lisa was like, we have so many mutual friends and no one has ever said that. So I'm like, why are you lying about your husband? When you said you were inviting her, I'm going to be honest, Angie, I was shocked. She is not your friend. So she steady trying to plant this seed in Angie's head. And I'm like, girl, you lying, talking about some amongst y'all friends, nobody had ever heard the rumor that this man was gay and that his lovers was going around town, saying these things about him. Lisa, you lying. You just want somebody else not to like Monica along with you. So, like I said, at this point, Angie starts to question her friendship with Monica at this point. Lisa's meddling actually worked. So we then go to Mary's house. She's sitting in her living room, child, with this ugly green carpet. Oh God. And that house is so gaudy and just ugly, and it looked like a funeral home. I'm like, it looked like a funeral home / church. Nothing go together. Like, it's just, it's oh God, Jesus. But anywho, she's sitting on the couch talking to Robert Jr. And she was like, why am I hearing rumors that you're married? What's going on? So Robert was sitting on the couch. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I went to the courthouse. Like, he just looking stupid. Like, how you somebody's husband and you can't even sit up as a young man and talk right? Like, come on, bro. And I would have pointed that out. Like, you don't even know how to sit up and talk like a man, but you want to be somebody's husband. If you don't get out my face. So Mary was like, you snuck and did it? And Robert was like, yeah, low key, it's been like almost a year. Like, how you been living under your mama's roof for over a year and ain't told this lady that you married? So we then find out via Mary in her confessional, she say, they both live in my house, but I don't see them much. We have our own separate wings. One day they were getting dressed and were rushing to do something and was dressed up nice. And she was dressed up nice. But they were running like full blown running. But I didn't know they were going to get married. So wait a minute, Mary. Why are you allowing your son's girlfriend to live with y'all? Like, what? Huh? So ain't that supposed to be unchristian, like, to be living and shacking up, not married or whatever? Like, I'm so confused. And why is she staying with y'all? Where is her family? What is going on? Like, how do you not know what's going on with your child and y'all live in the same house? I don't care if y'all are on second wings. Like, what is going on in this mortuary. Like, what is happening? That's just like with me and Kyrie's. I am on one side of the house. He's on a whole nother side of the house. That don't mean I don't know what's going on with him. Like, come on. So Mary starts to cry and was like, you're my only son. I don't have anyone else but you. And she was like, basically like, I missed this moment. Like, I wasn't even involved. I didn't get to witness it and see it. And so he walks over to her and hugs her and everything. And he goes and sit back down on the opposite couch. And Mary was like, you should work. Not only you should work, but y'all got to get up and get out and get something. Okay. Y'all not about to be living up under my roof. And like she said, I'm not about to be taking care of him and her. Absolutely not. Y'all got to go. Y'all need to start your own home. You know what I'm saying? Y'all own family. Absolutely not. And so then as a mama, I want to know, did her mama and them know? Like, what? I need more context. Like, what? But, Mary is off in The Wizard of Oz. She don't know what's going on from day to day, child. But, like, Mary, no. We need way more context and the law to be laid down. So then we see Heather talking to her daughter about Jack. Why are you making Jack your storyline this season, Heather? Why? Why? Well, why? Like, it's annoying. You just had a best-selling book come out. Let that be the focus of your storyline, like the backlash that you're getting, the support that you're getting, how it's once again affecting your children, which we got to see a little bit of that. But majority of your storyline is being focused on Jack and his mission, a child that you don't even have any relationship with, and it ain't your child. So Heather was like, I'm not going to ever say a negative word to him, but how do I support and be a good friend when what he's doing is unpolitically, socially, emotionally, and morally, I'm against it? Well, once again, you ain't even friends with his mama. Y'all don't even fool with each other. So why do you care so much? I understand, the pitfalls of, kids this age going on missions. I 100% get it. But that's their family business. You should not even want to get involved in anything that got anything to do with Lisa, because y'all don't even mess with each other like that. So why would you think that you would be involved, be asked anything? Why would you think that you need to even show support of anything? Like, girl, just sit back, Meatloaf, and calm down. Worry about your own kids and how they getting bullied at school. That should be your main focus, okay? So Meredith visits Mary at her house. And Mary tells her how Robert Jr. then ran and got married, and she didn't know. And Meredith was like, oh, wow, okay, that's a lot. Okay. But like Meredith know how to handle Mary, because she was like, you can't say too much and you just need to say little dealing with Mary. So they go in the kitchen. And Meredith is like, you've been kind of keeping to yourself a little. Now, let me try to do my Meredith voice. You've been kind of keeping to yourself a little. And so Mary was like, yeah, it just gets monotonous trying to give people chances. And you think they're going to go back into a crowd of people that's going to grow, and they still haven't grown. So I 100% get where Mary's coming from, because Mary wasn't there for a season. And like she's saying, it does become like, oh my God, we arguing again about stupid stuff. Oh my God. All of this strife and trauma and drama over nothing. And like she said, she came back into this group thinking that people would change, but they haven't. And I still think that Mary, above anything, still feels some type of way about how they went after her church season 2 and dogged her the way that they did. So she's waiting for an apology that she's probably not going to get. So Meredith was like, it is, I could have slapped back at Angie, but I didn't. And Meredith in her confession was like, I would never comment on someone's sexuality. It's just something that I wouldn't do. And so Meredith was like, she's trying to blame me for rumors that I heard, but I wasn't spreading them. And so Mary say, did you get the invite from the bunny? And Meredith was like, what bunny? The bunny. The man in the bunny suit. The bunny. So Meredith was like, no. So Mary was like, well, if you're not going, I'm not going. I don't want to be around them without you. And she was like, I need to see you have a soul. You have substance. I don't have the energy to be dealing with them. I'm exhausted for these people. No, I'm not going to this Easter bunny hunt. I need to see change. And Meredith 100% agrees. And once again, it's reiterated in this scene that Meredith was not the one that has said this rumor on camera. She's never said what the rumor was that she knew about this girl's marriage. She just said that she heard a rumor about them. Whitney was the one that probed Monica to say it on camera, and then they threw it on to Meredith, making it seem like they got this information from Meredith when they never did. You know what I'm saying? And Monica even reiterated that in a recent interview that she did, but also in this episode, she came out and said, you know, where she got the information from, which I was very happy about. So Mary calls on the day of the Easter party to tell Angie she can't come because her house in Vegas flooded last year. it just got fixed. Not for a house in Vegas that got flooded last year. That's the reason why I can't come to your event. Baby, I holler. And Angie was like, okay, like, okay. Like, she had an attitude because, you know, Mary got a smart mouth. But that tickled me. So the ladies and their families arrive, minus Meredith. Meredith was at the GLAAD Awards or whatever. So Heather pulls Lisa and confronts her about feeling some type of way that she invited Angie over to her house. And Lisa was like, I was triggered because no one was ever there for me. We're fine though. We're fine. We're just, you know, we're surface level. And so Heather was like, I think we have a deeper relationship than that. Like the whole thing with Jack's mission. I would love if you could talk to me about that. And Lisa was like, I don't feel comfortable talking about all of that with you. Heather says, why? Lisa says, just because you have such a different experience and I need to be in a space with Jack where I am supporting what he's doing. And I get what Lisa's saying because it's like what I don't know, I can't worry about or I can't be stressed about. She don't want to hear the horror stories and the pitfalls of all of what's going to happen in order for her to be okay mentally and emotionally and spiritually or whatever with her son going away for 2 years trekking around the world. She don't want to hear none of that, even though I think that's irresponsible as a parent. But if that's what's going to make her cope, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully the husband know, you know what I'm saying? But then once again, Heather, your expectations are ridiculous. She don't with you. You don't even like her for real. So like, what you talking about? Like, girl, sit down. So Angie then pulls Monica. And Angie was like, you know, I was hurt because you have put out the rumors that you thought Meredith was speaking about my marriage. And Monica was like, but I said that to you. I told you right away because I don't believe that. So Angie was like, if you don't believe it, then why did you say it? Monica was like, because Whitney asked and I said, this is what Meredith, and then Angie cuts her off. Angie was like, hold up. How do you know what Meredith was talking about? And Monica was like, I didn't hear it from Meredith. I heard it from the Salt Lake City streets. And I was so happy that she cleared that up because, Angie, you owe Meredith an apology because it never came out of her mouth. Okay? So you owe her a major apology. So Angie was like, but you're repeating it. And Monica was like, to you. Monica was not here for the foolishness. So then we go back to Lisa and was like, why are you worried about Jack's mission so much? And I was like, thank you. And Heather says, because if you're sending your kid out into the wilderness for 2 years, you should know the good and the bad of it. Lisa says, my experience in the religion has been great. I just want to support Jack. Heather says, I support that, but I'm talking about you and me. Why don't you want to read my book? And Lisa was like, oh, so this is about your book now. So you really ain't that concerned about my son. You just want to know why I ain't read that little funky tail book of yours. Like, Heather, you're so inauthentic. Like, please, you and your wide shoulders and your muscular AEW WWE back, go sit down somewhere. Like, because you're irking me. You really honestly are. You're all over the place. Please. So then we go back to Angie and Monica. Now, mind you, everybody was going in on Monica on social media after this week's episode because they was like, how could you be arguing and yelling and cussing like that in front of your kids? And she made it clear that the kids were not up there during that conversation. The kids were apparently downstairs, playing and everything. And she said her girls did go on the Easter hunt. So she was like, y'all can stop coming for me. My kids was not in the room. And at the end of the day, she came over to me, bothering me with this conversation. I don't frankly think that what Monica did was wrong. We've seen so many housewives arguing in front of their kids. Like, okay. And this is what they're getting paid to do. So Angie was like, I wish you would have just pulled me to the side instead of telling other people in the room. Monica was like, I literally did. Like, she didn't tell other people in the room. It was her and Whitney that had this conversation. Like, are you not hearing what this lady is saying to you? So Angie was like, I've heard things about you, but I would never repeat it. Oh, baby, this really get Monica going. Monica was like, come with it. What you got? Foreclosure? Check. Repo? Check. Divorce? Check. Affair? Check. I studied it all every day, okay? The difference between you and me is I don't hide it. Everyone is talking ish behind your back, and I'm the only one saying it to your face, and you hate me for that when you should be hating all the other people. And I was like, speak a word and shame the devil, Miss Monica. But Angie's so stupid and want to be a part of the clique and have allies that she don't want to face that, yeah, these other girls, including Lisa, are all fake. And have probably been giggling and talking about my marriage. Monica at least told you, you know what I'm saying? Even though Whitney was the one that put her up to doing it, you know what I'm saying? And if Whitney and you were supposed to be so cool, why didn't Whitney come and tell you by herself? Why did Whitney wait to do it on camera? Like I hope when she watching this stuff back, that by the time we get to the reunion, she will know who to go at this reunion, which would be Whitney. If she comes to this reunion steady, aiming for Monica, girl, you need to go. You need to go. Get off my screen. So then Monica's mama come over there telling them to bury the hatchet, this, that, and the third. Monica is annoyed because she like, girl, get out of my face, please. Me and you already on bad terms. And I think that the viewers that were dogging Monica on this week's episode, saying she was wrong for the way she spoke to her mama, she was rude, she was disrespectful. Do y'all forget that on last week's episode, she literally was talking about how she heard her mama on the phone saying she hate her, calling her a B, this, that, and the third. Like, the mama don't respect her at all. They have a very tumultuous relationship. Like, So, yeah, no, don't feel sorry for the mama at all. So, Angie was like, we're not fighting. I'm just trying to have a conversation that I would love to wrap up with Monica. Now, baby, Angie was rude to the mama because as soon as the mama came over there, she was like, why is this bitch over here? Like, gone. Like, she was real, like, dry and rude towards the mama. So Monica was like, I bet you would like to wrap it up and then bring it up the next time I see you. Facts. So here go the mama in Greek saying, honey, your daughters are here. Now, mind you, the daughters is downstairs, according to what Monica is saying. So you keep on talking about my daughters, and my daughters ain't even nowhere around, which would irk me even more because it's like, are you trying to set me up too to make me look some type of way? Because I already know you a hater too. Like, I'm in a room full of haters and ain't got nobody in here to have my back, including my mama. So Angie was like, girl, I only speak Greek. I'm going to grab my water here. Now, the mama should have clocked in at that point because this is the second time she done shaded you and been rude. But the mama's so dumb. She telling me some, no, what I said to her is, her daughters were here. So Monica was like, I didn't start this. Ish. You want to blame me? I love that people come for me and then they get mad when I fight back. Because that's exactly what she's doing. Like, you accusing me of something that I did not do. So, the mama was like, it's God's day. So Monica was like, Mom, I'm about to pop off. Because it's just like, girl, You don't even believe in the Mormon, Greek or whatever religion. Like, girl, stop. You're doing too much. So Angie says it's not the day to have the conversation and walks off. You knew from the beginning it wasn't the day to have that conversation, heifer. So Monica was like, don't effing pull this ish with me when you don't have my back, talking to her mama. And her mama was like, you're in someone's home. And Angie then says to Sean, I would never talk to my dad like that. Heifer, you was just rude to her mama, so you would. So the mama go in the bathroom and cool off. And Monica was like, no, like, get out my face. Leave me alone. So she then gets up, like, kind of strolls the room for a second, like, because she mad. She then ends up back at the table with Angie and Sean. And her mom comes over and tells her to go to the bathroom with her. And Monica was like, get out of my face. So the mama was like, this is a family gathering. Like, mama, do you not know what show we're on? This is what we do at family gatherings. This is what we do at group events. Like, mama, please go sit down because you're doing team too much. Ain't nobody else mamas stepping into the fold. Like, girl, have several. So Monica was like, she started it. Angie was like, Monica, I was trying to be kind to you. No, you came over there to start something and to have a scene and a moment with her. Don't try to act all sweet and gentle and nice because you next to your husband. So Monica was like, you are not. And her mama was like, stop it. Monica was like, tell her to stop it. Like, are you serious? Sean was like, hey guys, we don't do this in our house. Y'all don't do a lot of things in this house. Like sleep in the bed together alone. Like have relations. Like y'all don't do a lot. So Monica walks off as her mama apologizes to them on her behalf, which would have really pissed me off too, because it's just like, I'm sitting up here getting attacked and my own mama don't even have my back. Like, what are we doing here? And to know that they have this really bad relationship, the way she was raised by the mama, like that would have made it even 10 times worse. Like, I'm in this group of new people on this reality show. I don't have any real friends in this group. The only person that I got here that is close to me is my mama. And even she don't have my back. That had to be a very lonely feeling. So Monica, tear up in the corner by herself while her mama is talking to the guys. I'm like, well, let's play cards. What are we going to do? We're going to have fun. And it's just like, oh, so you want to be a housewife yourself. Like, okay, I get it. You one of them. You one of them mamas that will put your daughter's feelings to the side to be the cool mom or to be up in a man's face. Okay. So Monica at this point feels very betrayed by her mama. So after a while, her mama come over there and sit next to her. And the mom was like, I want to go dance. And Monica was like, well, go dance. So the mom was like, no, I'm not going to leave you by yourself. You're my daughter. You're my concern. And Monica was like, I genuinely don't believe that. You just wanted to go dance. Your behavior shows me that I'm not important to you. And who are you to apologize to other people? Shows me I'm not your concern. Because if I was your concern when I walked off upset, you would have came over here to check on me. You stayed over there with them apologizing and giggling and kikiing. Like, we're not about to play these games and you setting me up to look like this spoiled, crazy brat on television. So, the mom was like, you were shouting at a family gathering. And Monica was like, does it matter? I'm very grateful for moments like this because it reminds me of what I will never do to my kids. I'm not going to let them feel alone. I'm not going to sit there and let them be massacred. The mama evil self starts to laugh in this girl face. And I don't blame Monica after this because you just cussed me out on the phone saying you don't like me. You can't stand me. I need to F off calling me out my name. You don't have my back. You embarrassed me in front of these people. And then when I'm telling you about how I feel, about the way you made me feel, you gonna sit up here and laugh in my face? Monica was like, is this effing funny to you? And the mom was like, yeah, it is. So Monica was like, you really are a heartless person. And you can stay with your friends and party and dance, and you can find your own way home. I know that's right. I would have left her too. Mama or no mama. Since you want to play in my face, have one of them bring you home. And Monica grabbed her girls and left in the car, honey. And I don't blame her. So in her confessional, Monica was like, I feel like I'm always left, feeling like little Monica. I feel so bad for little Monica. It sucks that all I want is a different relationship with my mom. And I know that's just never going to happen. I hate feeling like I wish I had another mom, but I wish I had another mom. And that just broke my heart because, I've had a very up and down relationship with my own mother. So I really understand where Monica is coming from with her feelings and how she responds and reacts to her mom. So we then see Lisa and Angie talking about how they feel terrible for her mama. I bet you do, because y'all want any reason to make Monica this so-called villain. Child, get out of here. This was a very good episode. I enjoyed seeing this chaotic mother-daughter relationship that we have with Monica and her mom. Her mama ain't, I don't like her. I feel like it needs to get to a point where Monica distances herself from her mom because there's no respect there whatsoever on her mom's behalf. To sit there and say those nasty things about your child, I could never, no matter how mad I am at my child, I would never sit up there and say I don't like you and F you and call my child out their name. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The MVP of this episode for me was Monica. The loser of this episode for me had to be Heather. Just doing too much and not doing enough all at the same time. Like, girl, bye. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Do you feel like Monica was wrong for the way that she reacted to her mom? How do you feel about Lisa and Heather's conversation? What do you think about Mary's son getting married and living with his wife underneath her roof and didn't even tell this lady he was married for a year? What you think about her not actually asking the question until now? Like, what is going on? Let's talk about it all down below in the comment section, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.